In this video, I'm rolling with a young blue belt at the Rolling Bear Academy open mat. Unfortunately, I cannot remember his name, as I met so many people that day. As you can see, the school is packed. So he looks like he's in his 20s, maybe early 20s, stocky, strong. I'm holding on to his tricep there. I was looking for a sweep. He wants to pin my legs and pass my guard. I'm in I call it like the S position because I can wrestle up from there, or stand up from there, or go to guard passing from there. So we reset. I was sitting on somebody's belt. So it didn't look like much there, but I was able to push him back. And now he went from trying to be a guard passer to playing butterfly guard. It's very subtle, but it's all it takes to change the course of the roll. There's two adorable kids rolling in the background. Super cute. So here I'm just feeling out his wrist control. I'm trying to deal with, his aggression and youthful strength and vitality. Here he's looking for a collar sleeve. He wants to sweep me, but I'm not on his knee, so I'm too low on him for that sweep to be effective. Now he wants to grab me by my belt and sweep me over, but I have my arm to base. See? And now here he should be looking, in my opinion, for a spider guard or a lasso guard, judging by the grip position. Here he's probably fishing for a butterfly sweep. This is just a feeling out period for me. There I was able to just take his hook off and go right to the guard pass. Gently, slowly, incrementally. I'm keeping my hip close to his hip so he can't get his guard back. There I look to step over his head for my step over armbar, which he defended. Now he's looking to get his knee back in, but I have the cross face. And I'm looking to just straighten my leg and kick off that hook. Also, I have his arm trapped against his body, which is always uncomfortable. There he tried to come up and go for the Kimura. We don't have a lot of room to move, so I'm rolling in a very tight manner. I know that I can't roll around a lot and everything, so I'm looking to just keep everything tight and close and see where it goes. So here you can see I kind of let him grab my collar there. I want him to initiate a sweep of some kind. There were so many people. This was an opening for Rolling Bear, which is Lydia Bergamasso's school. She was a Marcelo classmate of mine who went on to be a black belt. She's always been competing. I'm not sure if this is one of her students. He might be a visitor. There was a few schools there. There was Notorious MMA. There was a bunch of guys, good guys from there. And Gales. So here I'm in the armbar, but I don't have my foot over his face. And I noticed his grip was tight, so I just finished with the bicep slicer. Now, I shouldn't say nobody, but most people at the academy won't let me get that. So it's always interesting when you go against guys that aren't used to you and they don't know your game. Because if I'm going against him and he's rolled with me 100 times before, it's going to be a much harder roll for me. Now I have the element of surprise. And so does he. So look, I'm stapling his leg. I'm putting weight on his knee and I'm pushing his knees together. And then from here, I'm going to just slide right up him. I don't know what that pass is called, but it's very effective. So here he's trying to bump me off, so I switch to like an S mount, but my right foot is more in the triangle threat position. If it was S mount, it would be on the floor. Instead, it's almost behind his head. So he's doing a lot of movement. He tried to roll me off him just now. I have a cross face with my left hand, and I'm keeping my hips. Oh, that was the howdy choke. I had his arm across his chest. Sorry, it happened quickly. I didn't remember it. So I have a video demonstrating that choke. I love the howdy choke if I can get it. It works great in a gi because of the friction. It's really hard for the partner to get their arm back. So now we're back to playing butterfly guard. I remember when I first started playing butterfly guard, everybody would just run right around it because I didn't make the points of connection that I needed to make it effective. Oh, these two kids are going at it, by the way. She was in a tough spot, then she got out, she jumped all over him. They're both very aggressive. They probably compete. Again, I'm using that same pass. I go to like a half guard, I flatten the top leg, and then I just climb. And as soon as I get up top, I look for that gift wrap. He's defending. He's got his arm in. He's like pre-defending. Here he rolls a turtle, which I pretty much allowed. That's the like can inside the can principle. Let him spin, but don't let him out. There he tried to Granby. I just followed him. Again, it just becomes a matter of anticipation. It's not that he doesn't know jiu-jitsu. He knows jiu-jitsu. That's why he has a blue belt. But the ability to anticipate becomes our greatest strength in the later belts. So I'm looking for the Americana, and then as soon as he went to defend, I switched to the armbar, which I preach and is very basic jiu-jitsu. And when I fall back for the armbar, I just finish with the bicep slicer again because I'm lazy. But that's a joke, but in all honesty, it's easier than trying to pull his arm out. I got to get into the wrist fighting. It hurts my wrist. It can hurt the crook of my elbow. So here I'm just explaining to him a few quick pointers after the roll of where he should keep his hands when he's getting his guard passed. And what I like to do is make space by pushing off the waist and bringing my knees back in, which is what I'm demonstrating here. If I push on his shoulders with my arms, if he's stronger than me especially, he's just going to end up flattening me out. I want to keep my hands in an A-frame low so I can push his waist away from my waist. Or at least that's how I see it. So there I just demonstrated it to him because he didn't... It's not that he didn't believe me, but he was skeptical, which is what I love about jiu-jitsu. We're here to test each other, and we're here to prove that things work. So more to come from Rolling Bear. This is the second roll. I had a whole bunch. I couldn't record all of them. Sometimes I was in the middle of the mat. There's Jonathan up in the left-hand corner. If you want to help support the channel, I have a X-Martial link in the description. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee link. That's if you find value in my content. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.